everybody, thank you very much for joining me again. It's Karen. I've got a slightly different video for you today. There is a new launch at Craft Consortium and it's this In the Forest collection, so I am quite excited to be able to share it with you. These are the stamp sets. There's the 3 of them and they are the most adorable animals in this. They're all little friends, the bear, there's the raccoon, a bunny, there's an owl, there's a cub, a squirrel. The paperwork that goes along with this, the cardstock, is just full of these animals playing together, and it's so sweet. So there's also these stamps, which are the trees, the logs, and the trailhead sign, which all support those little animals, and you could create so many fun cards with this. This is the decoupage set that goes along with it. There are 2 sheets of each design, and I don't know how many people have done decoupage, but it's really quite fun. Those little images will pop out and you mount them on foam tape and it tells you exactly which layer each one is, and you just stack them up. And you end up getting a wonderful 3D image which you could put on the center of your cards, you could put in other projects. But there are these adorable animals. This sheet is extras, so you could pop all of these out and just use them on a card. Whatever you want to put them on, I guess, really. I think a box card would be a really fun idea for those. So yeah, there's 2 of each set, and I'm just showing you all the sets here. How cute are those animals, though? Just adorable. That bear hugging the little robin. Just so sweet. So that's the decoupage sets. And then the book, the paper. Honestly, it is just beautiful. Even the front is got a beautiful glossy front to it. Some of the paper is pearlescent, some has gloss on it. And it's hard to pick up in this video. So on the inside cover, you could cut those animals out if you were brave enough. I am never brave enough to cut my cover up, but you could. There's all those little scenes which would be perfect on a card. I think a theaterfold card would be really fun. There are 4 sheets of each paper, and they're double-sided. So those trees on the left, I could see that in a Christmas card if you just added some gloss or some snow and made a beautiful card. It's a very interesting collection because half of it, I think, is very masculine, and the other half is really quite feminine. So these trees and the animals I could see being made into very masculine cards. They're really sweet, those images. They are just, those little animals are such good friends, which I'm sure never happens in nature, but in this book it does. And then you've got these mushrooms and toadstools, which to me says make a gnome card. But then on the left it's got the more floral pattern, which is more feminine. And then here you can see these flowers. Those would make a beautiful, central part of a card, I think. And then you could have the moths on the right hand side, as the background for it, and a little frame around those florals. I could see that being a really pretty card. And it's beautifully pearlescent paper. Here you have the flowers on the left. There are all gloss, which is very hard to pick up on my video, I know. But they are really pretty. And then the ones on the right, there's such a collection of shapes and colors. It's gorgeous. And then this, well, that one on the left just makes me happy. I don't know why. I love that one. I just think it's really quite a pretty color, and again, all the shapes. Here, the one on the left, that would be a great background paper for so many things, but it just matches with those flowers on the right. So you kind of go from all those bears and rustic cabins to all these florals. It really covers a very good range. And that is just so masculine. If you have a fisherman in the family or a hunter, those cards, those would be amazing. So there's the bear fishing on there, and he's carrying his little cub on the left. So that to me says Father's Day, but just very masculine. That's a nice wood grain paper, and then a bunch of birds and the squirrels, the owl on the right. And then again, the back of the book has more images that could be cut out if you don't mind sacrificing the back cover of your your paper pad. But just great images there. And the back itself has more patterns on it. So that is the 12 by 12 inch paper pad, and then there is a 6 by 6 inch pad as well, which is exactly the same images, just they're a smaller scale. So sometimes for card making, I think those 6 by 6 are quite a nice size because they are just a little bit smaller. I'm going to put links below for the design team because honestly, I am the delinquent member of our design team on this one. Everybody else makes such amazing projects. They don't just make cards, they make projects, the real deal. And they have got some gorgeous things made with these papers. So I'm going to put links below this video in the description, and hopefully you can go and see some of their work because they're so inspiring. Those florals are so pretty though. And there, I just think that's the gnome. That's a gnome card. You could do a Christmas gnome card right there, put some snow on those, and there you have it. Such sweet images there. Really fun little bear sitting and snuggling up with all his friends. I just think it's really quite a fun collection, this one. It's very unusual, very different from a lot of other papers that I've seen. That row of trees you could see being used as a backdrop for a card. And all those little scenes. So easy to make something fun out of that. Now, I haven't really had much time to play with this set. I've been very slow, so I'm going to have a couple of cards for you at the end. They're not my favorite cards, but I will show them to you. This is the washi tape that is part of the set also. They're 10 meters of washi tape, and so I could see putting this on the envelope, on the inside of a card, or on the bottom front of the card. Make a frame with it. So many things you could do with this. So the one was all the trees, and then this is all those little friends. The bear, the raccoon, and the bunny, all hanging out together, as they would do in the wild. So for the cards that I've done, this one I think is quite a masculine card. I just cut out some of those images actually from one of the larger 12 by 12 pages, and I've put it in that frame which I've covered with that wood frame paper. And I just put thankful for you because so often I may want to give a thank you card to a male friend, but I only have kind of girly cards for the most part. So I just thought that was a fun one to use. Now this is a Christmas card that I've made. I just made the Northern Lights background, colored in that stamped image. And for that row of trees, I have cut out a small part of one of the 12 by 12 papers. And I was nervous, but I covered it with some faded jeans Distress Oxide ink, just to give it more of a nighttime feel. So it is colored. And I've just added some sparkle to the trees and the snow, which you can't really see on this picture, but there you go. So that's the collection, everybody. I do hope you'll give it a look. It's a beautiful collection. Thank you so much for stopping by and joining me, and I hope I will see you again next time.